Welcome back everyone to another reaction to Kentucky Ballistics, and today we have the Brazilian police pistol shield, which does look pretty interesting from the thumbnail, which is this right here, yes. Let's see what it's all about.
What is that sound?
Oh,
How did they even get this out here?
interesting. Okay.
Who's in there? Hey! Who's in there? Hey, how's it going? W, what are you doing? Oh, well, right now, I'm about to enjoy me a nice can of SpaghettiOs with chicken meatballs. W,
Okay.
I never said you could stay out here.
Well, you never said I couldn't.
Yo, W! Shut the door, man! AC!
Where's my protein shaker?
Who was that?
Nobody. There ain't nobody else in here.
Hey,
Just me.
man.
Okay.
We're gonna play Twister.
Shut
No, I want to play Uno.
Scott.
Mr. Party Pooper.
What's going on?
Scott, he's a loser.
Listen, you gotta leave. And I don't know who else is in there, but they gotta leave too.
All right, I'll go. But like I said, there ain't nobody else in here. I'll go on and get
Bruh.
to getting. Maybe
Okay.
a few days,
So does the dinosaur talk? Was that it talking?
few weeks, maybe. I don't know, maybe
No.
next month.
No.
Thinking maybe Christmas.
Christmas?
Hey, man, when you go into town, could you also grab some Mountain Dew
No,
and maybe
not
some more Vienna
Christmas.
sausages? All right, see you later.
Bruh.
Which one of y'all wants to watch Con Air? Doritos down here.
At least invited me.
Scott's so lame.
Okay.
What's up, everybody? My name is Scott, and you're watching Kentucky Ballistics. And over the years, I have tested out a lot of ballistic shields. But
Oh, yeah.
today I have one that is more unique than anything I've ever seen.
Okay.
This is a Brazilian police pistol shield.
Very interesting. I guess it just protects the face when you're shooting or something like that. Well,
So from what I understand, this is a new concept. It is a prototype that they are
Okay.
just now starting to test out in Brazil. This is not an authentic Brazilian police pistol shield. This is an American-made knockoff. But
Okay.
it's still pretty much the exact same thing. I actually saw one of these on
that looks just like a sheet of PVC or something, so I guess it wouldn't be too hard to make.
social media. I believe it was Instagram, and immediately I was intrigued and I wanted to test it out. So pretty much this thing is made out of Lexan or polycarbonate. As you can see, it's about 1.25 inches thick,
So polycarbonate. Okay, yeah, that's what I meant.
which is pretty darn thick. It
okay.
utilizes a unique mounting system, and the slide is able to function through the polycarbonate. So you can see there is space
Yeah.
there in
Okay.
between, so your slide can still move. The only problem that I can see with it at the moment is I can't really stretch out my trigger finger, so I kind of have to keep that hooked in there. So this is
Okay.
a rather interesting concept, and one that I am very excited to try out. I'm guessing that this was made for high-risk traffic stops and other high-risk scenarios. You're
Okay.
already wearing body armor, but this should protect your hands and your face. Two things that you cannot cover in body armor. So today I
Sure.
have two questions. How much will this shield stop? And how will the Glock frame handle the force of the bullets hitting the shield? Will it hold
Okay.
up, or is it going to snap in half? There's only one way to find out. So first things first, I just want to see what it's like to shoot this thing.
Okay.
I'm loaded up with
Sure.
15 rounds of Underwood ammo, 115 grain full metal jackets.
Yeah. It almost looks like he was about to shoot the camera. Okay. Okay. Well, it works. You can aim, I see. There is enough space for that.
Wow. That functioned flawlessly. So I've been trying to
Of
figure
course.
out what this bulletproof police vehicle is actually rated for, and it looks like it will stop 9mm. It ate every single one of those. just not rated for punt guns. I tell
Yeah.
you what, that was
Of course.
actually very pleasant to shoot.
Well, I think punt gun buckshot still also is stopped by it, but not the ball, of course. Yes.
This thing weighs so much that it puts weight on the front of the gun and pretty much reduced the recoil completely.
okay.
That was pretty awesome.
That's interesting. You missed the cock. Oh no. Okay.
So when I'm shooting at this shield, it's going to be pointed at me. So we need to be extra, extra safe. So as you can see here, there is no mag in this block and it is completely empty. Now I'm going to be putting this in a vice grip. So I am going to put this empty mag inside the Glock. And then here I have a chamber flag. This goes inside the barrel.
Okay, that's cool.
So you know for a fact there is nothing in there, and I will close the slide on that. I'm putting the empty mag inside this so that I have a little more rigidity when I am tightening this vice grip down on it. So,
of course, because if it's a plastic grip, it can just break like when you tighten it, I guess.
This needs to be able to move a little bit, just as if it was in your hands. Because if this gets hit with something, you're not going to be holding it like RoboCop. It's going to kind of move and flex. And I think, to be fair, that's what we need to happen today.
Okay.
So, get this tight, but not too tight. Now I will set up our mannequin behind the shield, and I have some synthetic hands.
Oh.
I think that looks pretty good.
Okay.
So up first, we're going to start
funny.
out with 22 long rifle. This is a Smith & Wesson Victory,
This is a pretty cool looking gun.
chambered in 22, and I'm loaded up with some 22 LR 40 grain rounds. This is not one of my favorite guns, and that's because I like big guns and I cannot lie. And if you do as well, be sure and check out my new shirts. There's a link in the description down below. First shot, here we go.
Oh yeah. Wow, that barely dented it. The polycarbonate is pretty strong, okay.
Wow, okay. I was actually expecting more damage than that. I haven't had a lot of luck out of the polycarbonate.
Yeah.
But that right there, that ate that 22 like it was nothing.
Okay.
So up next, we're going to step it up to 22 Magnum. This is a Kel-Tec PMR 30, and I'm loaded up with some 40 grain 22 Magnum.
That is a very long 22, okay.
There we go.
Okay. That's a bit more damage, of course.
So from afar, this looks like we penetrated pretty deep. But if you get over here on the side, you can see that it did not do much of anything. We just kind of scratched the surface.
Just kind of a slightly wider dent. Okay.
So as of right now, it looks like you would be safe. Your gun, not so much. You can see right here that we were having a little bit of lead hit the front of our gun from the splattering. But I would say, so far, so good. So up next, we're going to step it up to something that's just as small, but moving very fast. This is 5.7 by 28, and this is a Ruger 5.7. 5.7 by...
Is that the same thing that the MP7 fires? I think I remember hearing about that. At least I remember it being a more rifle-like round, even though it's a pistol round.
28, and this is a Ruger 5.7. We'll try not to hit in the same spot twice.
Okay. That did a bit more, it looks like. You see some pieces coming off of it.
So,
some chipping.
I believe I hit right there, and you can see that we dug out a lot more of that lick sand with that shot. But we still did not make it through. And our frame seems to be holding up pretty good. So up next, we're going to step it up to 9mm. I have a Glock 19, and I'm loaded up with some Underwood ammo, 147 grain jacketed hollow points.
Oh yeah, let's go. Wow, you can see the bullet actually flying off. That is cool.
So it looks like we had another good hit. I believe the 5.7 has done the most damage to this thing so far.
Because it's the fastest, I guess.
Right here's our 9mm.
Yeah, it's a hollow point, so it didn't penetrate much.
Before we continue on, I want to see how our frame is holding up.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay, so
Not too well, I'm guessing. Yeah, it's a
it
bit
does have a
wobbly.
little bit of play.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of shake there, but I think that's
Okay.
probably normal. I don't think our frame has cracked or anything like that yet. Still looking good. This
Okay.
shield is
Nice.
proving to be pretty tough. I'm actually pretty impressed, but now I'm going to throw it a curveball. Naturally, my next step from 9mm is 45 ACP, but
yeah.
how about two 45 ACPs at once?
I love this one. It's
This
a great
is my APF
gun.
Dueler double barrel 1911,
Is that the one that the front sight came off so you can't actually aim it?
and I'm loaded up with 2 rounds of 45 ACP, making this a 90 ACP.
Okay, I see that there is a front sight, so I guess he got a new one or found the old one, which, well, less likely, but okay.
I'm going
Let's
to
see
be
it.
really surprised if I hit this.
Yeah, it looks like you hit the mannequin, I think.
I don't know. So it appears I was
Yeah.
shooting a little to the left. I missed
Okay.
this shield completely. And I would hope that our mannequin here was wearing body armor because
Yeah.
got hit right there in the old shoulder. I was aiming dead center and I hit very low and to the left. So let's aim high and to the right.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Did that just
All right, folks.
get obliterated?
That may be a wrap for today's video.
Ooh. This just exploded, okay. But I guess technically this still didn't make it through because, you know, the impact got absorbed by the shield breaking.
So I reviewed the slow-mo footage, and it's really hard to tell how many rounds hit the shield, but I'm pretty sure just one round of 45 ACP
Okay.
struck the shield right here, and I believe we found its Achilles heel. As you can see in the middle here, we have this hole cut out, and it's created some weakness. So we hit right there, and then it busted this.
Yeah, you can see how it broke where it's screwed in
into 4
to the
different
shield.
pieces.
Okay.
The one positive is the round did not make it through the shield. The shield broke,
Yeah.
but it did its job. It stopped the 45 ACP, and
Nice.
Mr. Mannequin here looks okay. He's got a little bit of shrapnel right here, and his hands, well, other than being sliced into by the zip ties, look like they're doing
Oh, no.
okay. And as for the Glock,
Nice. Still good.
it looks like the frame is still holding up all right. Okay, so
Okay.
I'm going to take
Oh.
what's left of our Lexan,
Okay, that's funny.
put it in
Okay.
this vice grip, and then place the mannequin behind it. This shattered, but we did not manage to penetrate it. So I want to see if I can hit this with a few more things and see what it's rated for. So we
Nice.
probably only have 1 or 2 more shots of this Lexan before it's completely shattered. So I'm going to go ahead and step it up to 44 Magnum.
Oh, yeah.
This is a Smith & Wesson model 629.
I wanted to see a Magnum of some kind
And I'll
in
be
here.
loaded up with some Underwood ammo,
yeah.
300 grain, 44 Magnum.
Nice.
All right, here we go.
You missed.
Seems like I shot a little high, or
And
not really
right in the head.
my fault. He wasn't holding the shield up high enough. So he could have been covering
Okay.
his face. Let me borrow this right here. There we go. Okay, yeah. Take that. Just put that right there. There
Oh,
we
yeah,
go.
sure.
It's like it never happened.
Good as new.
Round 2.
Ooh.
Holy cow!
Yeah, that just exploded. Did it still stop it? It looks like the shield exploded, but the bullet still stopped in the central bit. That is cool.
Okay, well, I'm going to say that shield is definitely not rated for 44 Magnum. Again, I do not think we penetrated that shield.
Okay.
I think all we did was make it shatter, because as you can see right here, looks like that's where I hit. But it does not look like we made it all the way through it. I think it just burst. So again,
Cool.
the shield stopped the 44 Magnum.
Nice.
But it detonated after that. It absolutely just shattered all over the place. So I do think that this shield would be good for smaller calibers like 9mm, 22 Magnum. But it seems like when you get past that, this just is not going to cut it. It's going to stop at least one round, but then you're going to need a new shield after that. There is one other negative about this shield failing. I brought so many other guns that I wanted to shoot today, like 10mm.
Yeah. I wanted to see what 10mm would do as well.
357 Magnum.
Ooh. The legendary caliber.
Double barrel 10 gauge.
Bro.
50 BMG.
Okay. Wow, that's just destroyed the clothing. Okay. From the blast force. That's cool.
Well.
Okay. Oh. Just wreck the table pile and added one more. Sure. I wonder just how big it's gonna get. It's gonna be interesting to see.
Well, I think that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about today's shield in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed today's video, be sure and give it a like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also, be sure to check me out on all other social media platforms. Links to those are in the description down below, along with a link to KentuckyBallistics.com, just in case you want to pick up a new shirt. And as always, my name is Scott. Thank you so much for watching Kentucky Ballistics, and I'll see you next time.
Oh yeah. Okay, very interesting device. I am surprised how well it could stop the smaller rounds. I thought it was just shatter much earlier, but yeah, the 9mm was stopped pretty reliably. It looks like, well, he didn't actually shot multiple of them, so I don't know how reliable, but it looks like it barely dented it again. Well, maybe not barely, but still it was a small hole from the 9mm, not even close to penetrating, so yeah, pretty cool. So I'm probably, as I said, gonna be doing some more reactions to some of the earlier videos by him, so stay tuned for that, and bye for now. See you later, everyone.